it when you love letters. I thought it make me feel better. I finally got you out my bed.
Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. Hey, how you doing? Hope you said your prayers this morning. Today is Friday, April 4th, 2:42 in the afternoon, and I'm coming on here to open up this week's vlog. Right now, what I am doing right now, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me to do my schoolwork, because I haven't brought you guys along with me yet. So let me show you the setup. This is pretty much the setup for right now. See, I'm in a new space, y'all. I'm trying not to be in the same space, so I'm in a new space, a new area of the house, should I say, while I'm doing this. Hi, Miss Ernestine. Good, and you? That lady is so nice, y'all. She is so nice. Miss Ernestine, you watching this? You were sweet, very sweet. But yeah, guys, I'm going to bring you guys along with me to do my schoolwork. So, come
between the client and the healthcare professional. Ways, including language, dress, nonverbal. Not only do we see more cultural diversity in our clients, but we also experience clinicians from a variety. And nonverbal cues that may hinder therapeutic communication should be avoided. Understanding that some cultures ascribe specific meaning to eye contact, some facial expressions, touch, tone of voice.
The boy from South Detroit keep on singing. I can't keep my panties from dropping. He's so fly, fly. Moving so fast, don't hurt yourself. I can't keep up with all the lies you tell yourself. You kinda cute, but play too much, don't play yourself. I'm not the one, but we can still pretend this.
Nods of the head will be helpful. Successfully achieving multicultural therapeutic communication requires consideration. Christian, Humes, Jones, and Ramirez, 2011, in parenthesis, see figure. The United States is also sexually diverse. Lesbian, gay.
Can be my man. You say you feel different when you with me. Tell me anything. Compliment my energy. It's different laying next to me. All I ask is don't make me pull up and get the dope.
Bisexual and transgender. gender, LGBT, persons constitute 3.8% of the overall population.
No, I can't get no fucks. No, with all the rugged heavy. Young and fine and dark and handsome. The boy west side of Compton came walking in. I can't keep my panties from dropping. He's so fly, fly. Ooh, he bossy, ooh.
Leaving me, dipping out on me already. Got what you needed, I guess. Quickly learned yourself through me already. Gave you what you needed, I guess. Yeah. That's why I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody.
The number of LGBT clients is likely to be greater than indicated by the survey.
Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna
Challenge: the greater likelihood of bias or prejudice on the part of healthcare professionals. According to a May 20
be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yeah.
survey showed a negative bias against people who are Muslim, parenthesis, Hispanic, parenthesis, 25%, in parenthesis, and African American, parenthesis, 22%, in parenthesis.
Yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm jaded. Most of these things I don't wanna say. I wanna be around while you chase. You want
Client. In many instances, healthcare professionals can develop rapport with their ethnically diverse clients.
to hit me up when you make it. You'll try and come back when you're famous.
Symbols that they accept, generally without thinking about them, and that are passed along by communication and imitation from one generation to the next.
I always want the truth, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not basic. You wanna get with me, stop. Most of these things I don't wanna say. You wanna hit me up when you make it.
Multicultural therapeutic communication, clients from different cultures, lifestyles, and religions are assisted with their
You got something real, not basic. You wanna get me, stop. Yes, I'm hurting.
healthcare rituals. 7. Language. And learn more about clients' cultures. Begin by making a list of a systematic study of each. Libraries contain autobiographies,
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. What's poppin'? I got options. I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I can put the ball in.
or smells different, or may communicate in a language or dialect that you may not understand. In the healthcare setting, the client is in unfamiliar surroundings and is in a subordinate position to the provider. Under these conditions, a reserved attitude can become fear or concern because of a lack of understanding of the culture. Confusion from the messages being sent, verbally and non-verbally, may lead to feelings of dislike and distrust. No.
In the end zone, put a bad bitch in the friend zone. This shit sound like an intro jet song, give me that tempo. Told Pool he a fool with the shit. Told her don't let her friends know. In the building, I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine at Vincenzo's. Me and my amigos got that free smoke on the West Coast. Yeah, I'm talking about pre-rolls. Dark hair bitch, she look like she go. She do. Hometown hero, feeling myself, can't murder.
Often this bias or prejudice is based on hearsay or not understanding the culture. Actual racism or perceived. It is beyond the scope of this text to resolve the problem. The elimination of racism in an individual begins with knowledge and the exam.
My ego. She heard my deep stroke. She said, babe, does it hurt when I deep throat? Certified freak hoe, hang around dust and she learning my lingo. Back then, wasn't worried about.
Considered to be unfair. Prejudice is an opinion or judgment that is formed before all of the facts are known. Prejudice is usually Most prejudices are learned socially and are often based on misconceptions. Body language may also unconsciously transmit bias or prejudice. To the mafia, or any comments that stereotype a group of people can be very...
Me though, in the gym tryna work on my freak though. Goddamn, spending money at the club like Sam's. Yes ma'am, she a little freak on cam. She don't put this on the ground. Little boys tryna diss on the ground. Hey, I can't switch on the fan. Shit's hot, hit the switch on the fan. This where my head is. I feel resentment from every direction. Even some homies be wearing expressions.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I search to find the love within.
ESL, also referred to as English speakers of other languages.
I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. When
It's too loud? What's wrong with him? My other hair bow. Your other hair bow? Why'd you take it?
Words into their native language, process the thought, and then translate it back into... It's so important to remember that the process of communicating differs among cultures. It involves how the message is said, when it is said, and why it is.
Why you told me to get it? I'm putting it in the freezer for later, okay? Good morning, y'all. Come right there. They're gonna think you cross-eyed. Good morning, y'all. It's the next day. So today is Wednesday. The park. We're gonna have fun. She's gonna play. And the slide.
As limited intelligence in their own language, clients may be able to fluently discuss their health. As a client does not understand English is not a reason to speak louder. It is better to use a normal tone of voice and speak a little slower, while enunciating each word clearly and using similar vocabulary words. Allow clients extra time to process what is said and to form a response.
Tell them bye. Oh, you love them? We're finna go. Maybe talk to
Perceptions
y'all later.
and expectations. Perceptions are insights or intuitions. It is the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the senses. Perception takes sensory data and personalizes it into images of reality. Synonyms for perception might be recognition, awareness, consciousness, and realization. Study figure 2-2 closely. Two entirely different images emerge, depending on whether the eye is focused on the image or the white background. Can you see the old woman and the young girl? In healthcare, perceptions must be verified and validated in order to prevent misunderstandings. Expectations are the events we anticipate based on experience or communication. We usually expect clients to use the same communication style and language as we do. In some Asian countries, it is not polite to have eye contact with someone who is older or considered superior, yet in Western culture, it is common and even expected to have eye contact. Similarly, in Arab countries it is considered an insult to show the sole of your shoe facing another person. When expectations do not match with reality, confusion and misinterpretation frequently occur and therapeutic communication is stifled.
For like little stuff like this if you got kids. Cause $6.99, I was gonna pay $10 for
Defining
a pet.
cultural expectations. A good place to start in defining the cultural characteristics of a client is to utilize some of the cultural domains identified in the Pernal model for cultural competence, and to formulate questions to define each domain. 5 of the 12 domains in the Pernal model are appropriate to multicultural therapeutic communication. Table 2-1 defines the domains and the points that describe each domain. Each of the domains can be identified by observation, by research, or by asking questions related to each of the elements making up a domain. It might be possible to have the client complete a questionnaire to find out many of the answers. This would also evaluate the client's ability to follow instructions and to communicate in writing.
Okay.
cross-cultural communication. Communication between cultures speaking the same basic language can be difficult as a result of context and body language. They may have a major influence on communication between medical personnel and clients. Two styles of communication context are defined: low and high context. Low context communication utilizes few environmental or cultural idioms to convey an idea or concept, but relies mainly on explicit and highly detailed language. High context communication involves great reliance on body language, reference to objects in the environment, and culturally relevant phraseology to convey an idea. The stereotype of Native American communication shown in old American westerns exaggerates high context communication. The preceding sentence is also an example of high context communication as it requires cultural knowledge of old American Western movies. High context communication assumes that the speaker and the listener both have knowledge regarding the subject. No communication style is superior to another. The important thing to remember is that both the speaker and the listener should be cognizant of the style being used. The high context style involves painting a word picture based on common experiences shared between the speaker and the listener. If both individuals do not share the same experiences, the word picture is not focused and miscommunication results. Conversely, the low context style requires that the vocabulary of the listener be at least equal to the spoken vocabulary of the speaker. People from cultures utilizing different context styles often develop an incorrect.
Okay, guys, so I done read my chapter for week 2, and now I gotta do an assessment.
Well, she needs to watch this TV because I'm kicking her out of my room.
And I am responding to a discussion post, which is part of what I gotta do. So, yeah, and my camera is about to die, y'all. So, I might, if my camera die, I might have to film on my phone. So, yeah. So, yeah, I will come back on here when I am completely done with everything, and I will let you guys know.
When you love letters, I thought it make me feel better.